Hello and welcome, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Welcome to your week ahead TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. We are doing the week of the 10th to the 16th of April 2023 using these amazing decks and tiles that I have on camera with me. So this week, a little bit different to the usual again. Just when you think you've got a handle on how Rene does it, she changes things up. Um, so this week I have got three awesome oracle decks on the table with me, and then I have my tarot tiles, which are tiny little bits of plastic with tarot cards drawn on, stick figure tarot cards drawn on, that I am going to use just to bring a little bit of tarot into it as well. But this week the main decks that we're going to be using are these oracle decks. So I'm going to put these aside because we're going to use the tarot only at the end, because this is our main players this week are our oracles. So let me just take you through what oracle decks these are, and why I've chosen them. So the first oracle deck that I have over here comes from this deck, the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto and Colette Baron Reed. Beautiful deck. Just love the artwork and the little key phrases and everything that's on the deck. This one in the middle is quite an old one. It is the Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen Farmer. Again, beautiful deck. I hope you can start seeing the correlation of what's coming through for you here. And then the final, gosh, I'm not getting them all straight. I'm going to give up. And then the final oracle deck that I'm working with is the Goddess Dream Oracle by Wendy Andrew. So I chose these quite randomly, actually, from my collection. And it's only when I had them on the table that I actually saw the connection between the three of them. And the connection is that they are all very much earth-centered, grounded, kind of energies, which is obviously something we all need this week, which is why they've come through this way. I've obviously, at this moment, I have already recorded the fire signs, and let me tell you, it worked so well. So I'm super excited now to see how it works for my earth signs. All these earth energies that I'm working with here, these grounding kind of energies, it's going to be very interesting to see how it impacts on all our earth signs, being Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So let's not hesitate any longer and let's get into it. So at this point, what I'm going to do, right, is I am going to shuffle and draw out a card from each of the oracles first and put them down. I'll put them down face down, and it's only once I have finished shuffling that all three of them, that I will turn the cards over and actually start the interpretation. So if you are somebody who doesn't enjoy the shuffling, feel free to fast forward until all three are face down, and then you can continue listening, because I will talk, but I'm not going to have anything significant to say while I'm shuffling. All right, so shuffling our Shaman's Dream Oracle, and as I shuffle, we are connecting to Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. We're asking for cards to come through that are relevant, significant, appropriate, supportive, helpful, guidance, giving us guidance for the week of the 10th to the 16th of April 2023. Right, so this one's done. Cut. And we've drawn a card. Right, let's put these away. That card's going to live over there. Now we're doing Earth Magic. Let's give it a shuffle. We're looking for a single card from Earth Magic. Again, for all our Earth signs, for Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, we're looking for a single card that is supportive, helpful, inspirational, motivational, and whatever it is that you need to hear for the week ahead. Okay, happy with that shuffle. Cutting the deck and taking a card, and our last one. It also looks like we're going from thick to thin as far as the quantity of cards go, but I also think it's just the card stock, because like this particular deck is incredibly thin in the card stock, whereas the Shaman's Dream, the card stock is a lot thicker. Okay, let's cut the deck. Take a card. Right. So for those of you who fast forwarded through the shuffling, I hope you have stopped fast forwarding. Let's turn the cards over and let's see the messages that we've got. So from the Shaman's Dream, we have card 39, which says me tox. M-E for as in self, and tox as in, instead of it being a detox, it's a me tox. And it says repairing the body, the mind, and the spirit. From Earth Magic, we have got Gaia, nurturing. Can we see a theme developing? And then from Goddess Dream, our final card that we have is dance and let your body move. Now, this just blows my mind. It always does. 3 completely different decks, 3 completely different shuffles, 3 completely different whatever, and the similar kind of vibe energy coming through. All right, so let's take them card by card and see the message that comes through. So from Shaman's Dream, we've got Detox, repairing the body, the mind, and the spirit. So, and if you look at the card, it's very nurturing, it's very gentle. Here we have a bathtub. We have got a lady who is lying in the bath and she's playing with soap bubbles and she's just replenishing the soul, just replenishing body, mind, and spirit. And this week, it's obviously something important that all of you, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, need to do. You need to understand that as busy as life is, as manic and crazy and pressurized life is at the moment, if you don't take a little bit of time every now and again to just detox, and it can be something as simple as a half an hour bath at the end of the day, just lying in a bath and just soaking away your troubles, your worries, your cares, and your concerns. It is so, so, so important. Here we have Mother Gaia. Gaia refers to earth, refers to the energy of earth, the feminine energy of earth, which is life-giving, which is life-supporting, okay? And here we have Mother Gaia sort of saying to you, nurture, nurture, nurture. She wants to nurture us. She wants to take care of. But if you don't allow, if you don't acknowledge, if you don't accept, it's not going to happen. I just really need to show you the artwork here because it is exquisite. So here you can see is the earth down the bottom. There she is putting rainbows, putting healing. We've got towns, we've got everything. She's got the wind coming, she's got the flowers, there's birds flying in the sky, there's butterflies, there's I want to say a tiger, there's buck, there's all sorts of animals and stuff taking place. We even got the whales and the dolphins. There's all sorts of stuff going on here, and she is taking care of, she is nurturing, she is providing for. And I think the message that I'm hearing at the moment, earth signs, for all of you, is that understanding that sometimes you have to take time out for yourself to nurture the self, but you also have to allow those around you, the earth, the people in your life, to nurture you as well. So maybe somebody is telling you, why don't you take a night off and let's order takeaways for supper? And you're like, no, I've got it, I'm okay, I'll do it, I'll rest after. Maybe you need to just say, okay, yes, please, thank you. All right, maybe you just need to take that time out to allow your environment to nurture you as well. Don't feel like you have to be the driving force behind everything. You are not Mother Gaia. Yes, you are earth-based, you are practical, down-to-earth, logical, all of those things. But every now and again, you need to take some me time for yourself. And the final card that we have here is the card of dance, card number 9. And it's saying, let your body move. Because you know what, sometimes, and from an energetic point of view, and that's the way that I'm interpreting this, when we are so busy and we're so focused on providing, being of service, taking care of, being supportive, because that's who you are, earth signs. You're always doing for others. You're always nurturing and taking care of others. When we do that, we become quite stiff in our physical bodies, right? We become quite upright, and if you imagine, I actually find myself right now sitting up straight, like you've got the broom down your spine, up straight, shoulders back, chin up. We tend to be very, very stiff. Dancing is a form of medicine in that it loosens up all the muscles and the bones and the ligaments and the tendons, and it just also gives you a chance to just to relax the muscles. So earth signs, for you this week, it is important that you take time for self. It is important that you understand the dance that you are living and that you give yourself the opportunity to just loosen, to let go, to just relax all the muscles, everything. And bath, we don't bath anymore. I know that's a terrible statement to make. I mean, most of us shower because it's efficient, it's quick, it gives us more time. But in the days when we only had baths and we didn't have showers in our homes, we all took, sometimes it was a quick bath, just quick in and out, do the necessaries. But other times we tend to lay there and just disconnect. No cell phones, no TV, no devices, no nothing. Just be in that moment and unwind. And that is something that you're lacking. So this week, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, make time for you. make time to nurture, to allow others to nurture you, and move your body in different ways just to get that energy, that stuck energy moving. All right, I want to now bring in my tarot tiles. So here is a bag full of tarot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw one tarot for each of these cards just to contribute and add or to confirm the message that we've already had. So we're going to start off with me talks. So let me shuffle. It might be a bit noisy. I'm going to shuffle and I'm looking for just a single card for me talks, right? And I have got one over there. Stick it. Now we do for Gaia nurturing. We need a single card for Gaia nurturing. Getting into the corners. Right, I have two, but I want that one. Oh, there we go. And now let's take one for dance. Let your body move. And I have one over there as well. Good. Let's have a look and see. So the card that we have over here is the Three of Wands. Okay, so here you can see he's standing. Those tiny little dots in the background are little ships on the water. So he's standing high up on a cliff and he's looking out at the ocean. He's got his three swords with him, his three wands with him, which represent everything that is. He's standing between two and he's holding one for support. And it's basically saying that, you know what you're working towards. You've got a purpose, you've got a direction, you know where you're going. But sometimes it's important to touch base, to connect with yourself and to just reevaluate your direction, reevaluate whether you're hitting things on the target or whether you're way off course. Okay, so it is just about checking in with yourself and just making sure that you're on track for your goals, for your direction, for your end goal, for your purpose. And that's exactly the me talks. It's not about stopping completely. It's just about taking a moment to just to breathe, to re-energize, to sleep. Let's sleep here for the night. Let's rest here. We continue tomorrow. So it's about understanding that it's important to rest, even though, because his goal is to get to those ships. His goal is to get onto those ships. All right. That's what he's working towards. But he's still got a way to go, and it's important to rest on the in-between, to pace yourself so that you don't burn yourself out. And here with Gaia, nurturing. So remember, my interpretation of Gaia was about, taking the time to nurture yourself, but also allowing your environment to nurture you. And the tarot card we've drawn here, and this is actually quite interesting because this is the tarot card of the moon. And the moon is about the things that are hidden in the dark. It's about the things that are not really crystal clear. It's the things that we worry about, the stress about. It's the things that frighten us the most. And I can tell you now, earth signs, the thing that frightens you the most is being so vulnerable that you can allow somebody else to take care of you. That is something that you struggle with, which is why you're in this position of needing to take time out, and also with the universe saying to you, allow the people in your immediate environment, allow the people in your world to nurture you as well if they're offered to do so. So you don't have to go to them and say, excuse me, I need some nurturing. Can you give me some nurturing, right? But if somebody says to you, listen, don't you want to just chill for tonight and let me take over? You must learn to say, yes, please, and thank you. If somebody in the work environment offers to help you, don't see that as a negative. Don't see it as a weakness. Just learn to say, yes, please, and thank you. I know it's something you struggle with, which is why it's come through like this. But this is the spirit saying to you, it's okay. It's okay to not always be confident in that, and that sometimes it's okay to need a little bit of support from your environment. And then the dance card, the tarot that we have here, sorry, didn't mean to bump that one. The tarot that we have here is the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is about the enthusiasm. It's about the desire. It's about the, oh my gosh, the excitement to actually do a thing. But it's also the apprehension of, I've never done it before. What happens if I can't? What happens if I fail? What happens if it doesn't work? What happens if it doesn't work out the way that I want it to? So the Page of Wands there is saying to you to trust. Like, you might not be able to dance, like me. I love dancing, but I'm pretty useless at it. But it doesn't mean I don't do it, when nobody else is around. So you're not needing to enter a competition and do it and compete on that level. But it is important to just, even if you're alone at home, to put a little bit of music on and to just get the body moving, even if it is just in a form of exercise. But it is about getting moving. And this is Spirit saying that you have the inclination to do so, you have the desire to do so, but you're not quite sure if, what you're doing is enough, if it's going to be okay. So you tend to speak yourself out of it. And this is something that maybe you shouldn't be doing. All right, so earth signs, I think this is a very interesting message for you this week. I do hope that you understand it. I do hope it makes sense to you, and I do hope that you're going to take the advice to just allow your environment to nurture you, but also to learn how to nurture yourself, and understand that this is a week to just catch your breath, to replenish your energies, because maybe next week is going to be all systems go. And then if you haven't replenished your energies, you're going to be starting the week off low. So build yourself up this week, nurture, nourish, take care of yourself this week, loosen those muscles, loosen those energies, get the flow going in preparation for something that's coming. As always, with love and blessings from our heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.